Yo, how do everyone? It's your boy, Feedback Loop. My name is Nathan Hutchins, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the fifth habit of highly effective teams. Now, in the last video, you might remember we went over think win-win. In this episode, we're going to be going over the fifth one, as I said, which is seek first to understand, then to be understood. Now, there are a few things. First of all, it's a problem. We need to start doing this more. We need to actually listen, and then understand. Be understood, I mean. So basically, to start, you want to understand someone's situation before you try to help them with it. Because if you don't listen, you're not really going to understand what they're going through. There's this American Indian proverb that Sean Covey lists, and it says, "Listen, or thy tongue will make thee deaf." So this quote is basically saying you need to listen, or your talking will make you deaf to whatever you're trying to hear from someone. And we also need to start listening before we talk, as I said. So, and the next one is, essentially we need to start seeing things from someone else's perspective before we share our own. Sorry about that. The second thing I noted here is that Sean Covey said the deepest need of the human heart is to be understood. So what we need to do is make people feel like they're really understood, like they're genuinely cared about, so they'll open up more. They'll open up if they actually feel appreciated and listened to. Shut up. So you want to be able to feel empathy before you start preaching to someone, before you start gouging their eyes out with your own advice. And that leads me to the 5 core listening styles, which you want to avoid, by the way. Those are, the first one is spacing out, which is just, as someone's talking, you start wandering. Your mind is just wandering, and you don't know what to do because you're thinking about something else instead of what the dude's talking about. So you want to actually pay attention and not lose consciousness or whatever. And then the second of the 5 core listening lifestyles is pretend listening. A lot of us are guilty of this one, I feel. It's when you say interjections like yeah or lol or pog to someone over and over again, just to make it seem like you're listening even though you probably aren't. And if people take this hint, then they're probably going to feel unimportant. So you want to avoid that at all costs. The third of the 5 core listening styles is selective listening. And it's when you only pay attention to what interests you rather than everything as a whole. So if you only talk about what you pull out of a conversation rather than what the conversation is actually about, people are going to feel like you're shallow and selfish, and they're not going to be around you. They're not going to want to be around you. The fourth listening lifestyle is word listening. And this is when you only pay attention to someone's words rather than their body language. You should do both. And if you only pay attention to the words and not the actual body language, that's going to take a lot away from your emotional understanding. And now the final one is self-centered listening. This is the fifth and final listening tumor, or whatever they're called. Listening styles, that's what they are. And this is when you see everything from your own point of view rather than someone else's. Now this is where it gets a bit deeper. There are 3 types of self-centered listening. The first one is judging. And this is when you, self-explanatory really, judge someone rather than actually listening. And that can harm your understanding. That can make it harder for you to actually understand and empathize with someone. Now, there's the second one here, advising, and that's when you give advice to someone from your own experience instead of what you actually understand. You start reflecting on your own life instead of what these people actually need. The third one is probing, and that's when you try to pry information out of someone, when you keep asking questions, you keep trying to get in there and get in there and get in there and get in there. And that makes people feel uncomfortable, especially when they show obvious signs of not wanting to talk about it much, and it makes you seem intrusive. So now that we're past the 5 listening styles you want to avoid, let's talk about how to actually listen. Now, you want to listen with not only your ears, but also with your eyes and your heart. I am so sorry. And that's because words make up a minority of communication. Body language and spoken tone are really the big parts of spoken language. And so you want to pay attention to how the speaker orients and moves around and stuff, how they move their head, if they're crying and all that, to get an idea of if they're comfortable and how they feel. And you want to listen to how words are being emphasized and the tone someone has when they're speaking, and you should get a clearer picture of how they actually feel. So after this, after you start listening with your eyes, heart, and ears, you want to stand in the other person's shoes, because you can't truly understand what a person's been through until you put on their moccasins and go for a jog around the track they've been walking, the track that's called life, their life. So Sean Covey brings up a quote from some dude I forgot to write down because I hate myself. And that quote is, "Until you walk a mile in another man's moccasins, you can't imagine the smell." Which is very true and very poetic. And if you don't see things from someone else's perspective, if you don't walk in their shoes, that'll probably cause bitter resentment that resembles a win-lose or a lose-lose scenario, both of which suck. Now the next one, practicing mirroring. You want to practice mirroring after you stand in the person's shoes and listen with your eyes, heart, and ears. And the beginning of that is understanding that what mimicking and mirroring both are. And mimicking is the one you want to avoid. Let me just turn this effect off so it's not all echoey. If you want to practice mirroring and not mimicking, but mimicking is when you repeat exactly what someone says, and it shows that you have really no signs of interpreting what they're saying, and it makes you seem cold and indifferent when you do that. So you want to strive to mirror. And mirroring is characterized by repeating not the words someone says, but the meaning in a different way. You want to use your own words so it actually seems like you care what someone's saying. And there are a few phrases you can do that makes it seem like you're mirroring good. You can say stuff mirroring well, sorry. Here are 5 of them. It sounds like you feel. So as I see it, I can see that you feel that. So what you're saying is, these are all great starts to mirroring phrases. And now after you've properly understood someone, it's time for you to be understood. So if you're trying to give someone feedback, be honest but gentle. Honest and gentle. And you want to make sure you've actually paid attention instead of just drifting off into space and all those other 5 bad listening techniques we talked about. And before you give that feedback, you want to ask yourself the following question. Will this feedback actually help this first person? Will it actually help this person? Or am I just giving it to him because I feel like it's going to do something for my ego or whatever? And then you also want to phrase your feedback as I statements. You want to say, I feel like you talk too much, instead of saying, you talk too much. If you leave out that I feel like, and you just say, you talk too much, it makes it seem like you're pretty hostile. It makes it feel like you're threatening, and it's going to hurt the person's feelers. So that's something else you want to avoid. And that's all I took away from this episode, from this habit. So let's get more listening going on. Let's be more empathetic to each other, because we only have a few weeks to live, right? So that's the end of my 5th episode about how to understand but not be understood first, but to be understanded. to understand first. I'm having a stroke as I speak. Drop a like on this video. I'll have another episode of this up pretty soon, maybe. But subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like button, not the dislike button. I will cry. I have a music page, copernicus.bandcamp.com, in the description. Check it out. I'm dropping some bangers. And that's basically all I want to say. Feedback Loop signing out.